All right.
Yeah.
So now we are live. We've got everything there set up, so we are good to go. Um, Today, what we're going to do is something that we discussed beforehand, guys. We're going to just wing it without a topic, and today it's the same as usual. It's me, John Clark, aka Old John, and Bob Dub. So with that, let's just go for it. Let's open it up and see what's been going on in the week with each other and go from there.
Yeah.
So
We
Yeah, it's working.
oh yeah, I thought that was me. You need to mute your YouTube.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah.
Okay, I heard that. I was like freaking out. I thought I was the one that did it.
No, I can't mute it till the actual stream starts, so I have to wait for it to start and then mute it.
So, what's been happening with you guys that's interesting this week? Anything interesting at all?
Intro. Did you play the intro that you said you were going to play?
Yeah,
Okay.
It wasn't that good of an idea. I think we should just wait until the archive,
Okay, yeah. I don't. The archive might be easier.
because it's like
Oh, I see.
it's so quick, and then it repeats after I do it. And so I can do that. I seen an option on YouTube where I can actually put one on there, but that means we'd have to upload it to the channel. And then,
Right.
like before the video starts, it would do that. Well, they don't call it a thumbnail or an introduction. They have a different term for it, but
Okay.
we could do it that way, I guess. But
I don't know how to do.
you
I'm
don't
keen to learn.
yeah, that's something that I need to do too. I've been going through and setting up playlists on the Wonderful World of Weirdness for the old videos, John, and I figured I'd let you know that
Yeah.
I checked out a lot of that stuff on there, man, and like there's a idea that I have on there that might work. I'm not sure if it's a good idea, but I've been noticing a lot of other channels like Viper TV. They've been making shorter playlists, like 12 at a time, and
All right.
then they take and they make all of them but one playlist private, and then when they want to switch them, they take the one that's freaking public and they turn that private, and then they go to the next playlist and make that public.
All right.
And
That's good. I've heard of that.
I wanted to run it by you guys to see if you think that would work, if you'd want to give it a try,
Yeah, could do. Yeah.
because
I never heard of it. I didn't know about it till now. That sounds good though.
I've been noticing it on some of the other channels that I have been watching, because I really get into Viper TV. I got mostly into the original ones they had before they got all mushy. Like now,
Have you noticed on? It should be on the same on all our channels actually. You've got an only you section now.
yeah. What is that about? Do you know?
That is, if you've got it turned on, it means is every person that goes on that channel on the homepage, they'll see something different. What suits what they are looking for, what YouTube thinks they need to watch. That's what that is for. So like if I go on the homepage and look on only you, I'll see something different. So say if Bob went on there or if you went on there, everyone will see something different. So it's quite a good idea. I think quite like that idea.
That's,
You know,
Personalized.
It goes by your viewing habits, so to speak.
that's pretty
You know,
good.
yeah. So that's what that is about. You have to turn it on. I think it is turned on all my channels, but
Yeah,
I think it is.
I seen it on Wonderful World of Weirdness. It was turned on. So
Yeah,
that,
I think I've put it on mine. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But that's what that is about. So it's quite good because it goes by the viewer what you tend to be watching, and they think, oh, that video will be suitable for you, so that goes on the only you pit, so it'll be different for every person that goes on there. So I think that is quite a good idea.
I wonder if
And
that,
it's supposed to help with views as well, from what I've read. Again, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's supposed to help.
I wonder if that would work out with like the or if that would be a part of the AI and stuff too.
Yeah, good, probably is, yeah. I'm thinking about it, yeah.
Because they said they were going to come out with a lot of new AI technology and stuff. So
Yeah, I've got something to say about AI after anyway as well, when we get into the show proper.
oh, we're into the show proper. Go ahead.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Right, it's just that, I don't know if I should say this, but, something I sort of been, like, shown, and it's not something I've even read, not something I've even seen, it's just something I've been told or shown, whatever, is that, like, we got, like, a material world, we've got a spiritual world. Pretty much, it's two worlds, and you sort of live in a variance between either one or the other, yeah? If you agree with that. Don't know if you agree with that. Well, AI is going to come smack right in the middle of that. AI is going to become, in time, it's going to be an spiritual, like AI spiritual. That's what it's going to become. Don't ask me how I know, but I just know it's going to happen. You're going to have people who are going to be right in between it, and AI is going to become like almost like a spiritual like thing for people, but it's not the proper spiritual. It's artificial spiritual, if you know what I mean. If that makes any sense. I just don't know how I know. I just know that it's going to happen, and I haven't seen it on any videos or nothing. Nobody's said this to me on a video, and I just know that it's going to happen. And I've been seeing it for weeks, and I've actually said it in public. So it's just my opinion of it. So I think it's basically gonna go right in the middle of materialistic world, spiritual world. It's gonna be right in the middle of it. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I don't think it is a good thing, no. But maybe for some people it is a good thing. Who knows? I don't know. But that's just what I know. So.
Like a bridge, do you mean, John?
A bridge, yeah. Like almost like a bridge, yeah. I suppose, yeah. I suppose it would be, yeah. So in that sense, it could be good, but otherwise, it could stop people who really need to find their spiritual path because they'll just stay on that path. I don't know, but I just know that I think it's going to happen. So,
Well, I was reading an article yesterday, John, but I didn't read very much of it, just the first couple of paragraphs. But it was just saying that Generation Z, or whatever you call them, are using ChatGPT and all the AIs as therapists.
really,
That's what they're doing. They're going in there to like talk in a therapeutic way. Like, what do I do about this? And I've got that problem, and so like they're not using. They're not going to their parents, and they're not going to their teachers, and they're not going to their school counselors. They've started all of a sudden, masses of them speaking about therapy stuff.
and it's going to be the same with art and video. I think in time, before long, you won't know if you're watching someone. At the moment, AI is in its early stages. You can pretty much tell that someone's AI now, but as it becomes more defined, I think in time you're not going to know if somebody's actually, done something or created something, or is it AI? You're not going to know in time. It's just going to become so good that people are going to find it hard to tell, and same with videos and stuff as well. It's sort of quite frightening, I think, in a way. It's a little bit worrying, where it's all going to go.
Oh, I know. I have a pretty good idea where it's all going to go. Like, everybody's all big on talking about, well, we don't have Android technology and all that stuff. And that's not the important stuff at this phase. Like, you're looking at video games. You're looking at freaking VR video games more particularly. And then not only that, you're looking at holographic technology. They don't have to have a body. They can be holographic in artificial intelligence with a holograph. You're gonna have like people who are holographic popping up with an artificial intelligence guiding you around town, doing things, and you probably have a bracelet on your arm for it, stuff like that. Just weird stuff. That's kind of like that. They don't have to have like a freaking artificial body or anything like that. But like these video games, people are going to be getting more and more into virtual reality. So when they start mixing VR with AI, that's when you're going to see things really take off. It's going to get crazy.
Yeah.
But what if when they put the chip in your brain that you can interface directly with your phone? You don't need to like actually take your phone out your pocket. You can just send thought waves to your phone, and then you have an earpiece in your ear, and you just get an instruction like turn right at the next intersection, sort of thing. So you don't even need to access your phone with anything except your brain waves.
Yeah.
I had a glimpse to the future. I don't know what it was. Something I forgot about it till now. A little while back, and basically, I'm not talking about like in the next say 10 years, probably more longer than that. I saw that basically all cars will be like connected to the internet. You won't be able to speed because they'll instantly know, because it'll all be tracked. Everything will be tracked like our phones track us now. Everything, every journey in our car will be tracked. Everything will all be connected to some sort of interface. I saw it a while back. I forgot all about it till now. And that's where we're heading in long term. At the moment, it's not really that practical to have internet on cars so much now, but it's going to become easier and easier. And then eventually, they'll be making cars that'll be built in. And I can see that that's where that's heading anyway. And there's another thing I forgot all about it till now, but it's a long-term future that is.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
They've been doing research on that stuff. Like they had those funny-looking skateboard things where you stand on them, and they freaking have like two wheels. They're setting them up now to where freaking you can stand on them and you don't have to freaking like do any type of motion. You just have to think move and the thing will move on you.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Turn left, turn right, and that's it. And all you do is stand on it.
Incredible. Well, last week they put the first set of cell phone satellites in space, cell phone towers on satellites or whatever. So you can. There's now places where you can directly cell phone off the Starlink satellites. So soon we won't even need towers down here. We will just be connected worldwide. To every village.
I figured they had already had that. I didn't even know that they didn't have it. It was kind of.
Most of the world doesn't have cell phone coverage.
That's cool.
Yeah. No mass in it.
I don't know. Like, whenever we got into satellite, on trying to get satellite internet and stuff, I had to really check all that out and everything, and I found out about latency.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it comes to satellite technology, I'm not really too impressed, because, like, latency with satellites is really, really horrible. Like, the farther away the satellite is, the more latency you get. Like, with what we're doing here, if you're doing a satellite internet with your provider, you're going to get, like, crap loads of latency from it if it's farthest away. But if it's, like, in the lowest atmosphere, then you'll get better latency. But they're working on trying to get satellites to where they can be closer to Earth so that they can actually get better latency off of it, but they're really bad.
This that I'm speaking to you now with is Starlink. This is satellite internet that I'm on. Yeah.
Now, have you ever checked on your latency and everything to see how much latency you do have?
How do I do that, Roger? I don't even know how I would check what latency. I just do a ping test and it says it's fast.
No, usually they have the free tests on the internet. You just type it in your Google Chrome or whatever browser you're using, and they'll do a latency check for you.
I do that now.
No, they'll tell you how much latency you have. but we had what was it called? Net something. It was horrible though. I tried to like play games, and I'd play freaking Elder Scrolls Online. They wouldn't even let me do that because of latency issues. And when I first got them, they were actually not wanting you to freaking play video games and stuff, live streaming and stuff like that, because they freaking didn't have the capability for the amount that I was paying, is what they were saying. But this was years ago. This was like maybe about 4 or 5 years ago. Could have been 6.
What's the
So-
latest? Oh, sorry.
It is on this ping test here. It says download is 170.
What about your upload?
And then it says upload 14.
Oh wow.
What does that mean?
Your upload is what's important. That's really low. I mean, I'm surprised.
Low?
Yeah, that's really low.
But she's streaming at the same time, so maybe that's
Oh
why.
yeah, that's true. So that
Yeah.
could be it. Could be the fact that you're streaming that's doing that.
Okay. No, I've stopped the stream.
No, don't stop the stream.
Oh, well, I think that's because, like you said, there's all this stuff about weather and wind and whether the satellites are close and I don't know, all these different things.
Yeah, don't get carried away. It's all good. We're here. It's working. It's working.
Here and it's working.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Don't worry about
And
it.
it might be. I don't understand it. Let's talk about something interesting for the viewers, not being an egg.
Well, we've gotten pretty interesting. We've done a test on the internet to find out if you have a good upload speed. That's about as good as it gets. So,
And I don't. We've discovered that I don't.
well, right, like John said though, you're in the middle of streaming, right? So,
Yeah.
So you've
Yeah.
got a stream going on. So
There's stuff going on, so they might be using it up. Right.
right.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
didn't expect to hear 14. No, that was like back whenever I had my toaster and I was trying to freaking, live stream freaking all the cool games, and they wouldn't let me do it.
Do it. Yes.
Is it ping? Is that what you mean? I get mixed up with it. Is
Ping is the
mine's 700 to 800 MBS a second down and 110 upload. Mine is.
110.
But the ping is 20, I think.
Yeah,
It's good anyway. It's green, so I presume it's good.
110, 120 is about the average.
Yeah.
So
I'm on internet to a mast, which is it's wireless wireless fiber I got.
well, fiber optic is always the best way to go. If you can get
Yeah.
fiber optic, go for it. But
But no, the normal broadband we couldn't get it. It was just normal we could get, but it was like 1 megabyte speed. It was awful,
Yeah.
absolutely awful. That's why we got rid of it.
hmm
So
we have AT&T here, and we were using AT&T, and they literally bypassed this region where we have our freaking internet and telephone, so they still had copper wiring and stuff here. To this day, their freaking internet their internet provider bullshit is still run off of copper wiring because they don't want to freaking run fiber optics through this area. So we have to basically use Mediacom. We're forced into having to use it because they're the only ones that took the time to actually run fiber optic wires through here. So it's pretty crazy. You're quiet, Bob Dub. What's wrong?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this ping screen and I'm wondering why it says 12 now. So it's going lower and lower. Anyway, I'll find out about it. That's one of the very interesting things about having met you, Roger, is that you're getting me to find out about all these technology things that before I just...
Well, you know what that's from, though, right? Like,
Sorry?
You know what that's from, though, right? I was forced into doing it. Like John knew me back in the early days, okay? Like, everything was crap. I mean, I was like, when I say toaster, I'm talking like a freaking computer that was made in like 2002. You know? And I literally went in on my OBS and I said, to hell with freaking YouTube. I'll figure a way of freaking streaming this shit. And I took that old computer and I freaking did the settings on my OBS to where I could actually do it. But the only problem is the quality was horrible. Okay. So I could stream, but it was horrible as hell. And it went from there to now, and I had to learn all these tricks because I was stubborn, and I was like, I'll be damned if they tell me that I can't do it, you know. And that's one of my biggest arguments with all this stuff, you know what I mean? Like, people who have like a smaller computer should be able to freaking do the same thing that we do right now with better, you know, computers, because I was one of those people, you know, and I don't see why every time they freaking come out with all this new shit, they want you to have a stronger computer, you know. Why can't they make it to where anybody could use it, you know, instead of like making it more freaking harder on your computer to where you have to upgrade. That's the thing that I don't like.
It's planned obsolescence, isn't it? It's not that we have to upgrade, it's that they want it to sell us something else.
Yep.
So, you know, they want more of our money. It's like, have you ever bought a keyboard? I don't know if you have those places where you go buy a keyboard online and they send you a keyboard, and then the next month they send you a email advertising keyboards, and then the next month they send you another email advertising keyboards, and they never stop.
Yeah. I remember at Walmart, you could go and get freaking the value packs. You could get like 6 keyboards for like a certain amount of money. And I went up there and I looked about 2 years ago, and they're nowhere to be found. It's like now freaking they tell you, oh, don't worry about keyboards. Just throw it away and get a new one. You know what I mean? It's like freaking now they're treating it like freaking a throwaway disposable aluminum can, you know, like just throw it away.
Yeah.
Go get you a new one.
Yesterday I saw a thing. It was like one of those braces that you put on your teeth, except it wasn't braces. It was a mouth pad. It was a mouse pad on the top of your mouth. So it was a mouse pad for you use your tongue with your mouth pad, with your
That's crazy.
How would we talk? I would be sitting here.
Well, I don't think they want you to talk. You know what I mean? Like these days, I think that's the reason why they freaking are doing that, because they want to shut you up. They're like, put this in your mouth and shut up, just shut up, because they don't want us to talk. So.
And all you need to do, I figured it out though, Roger. All you need to do is clone your voice on an AI, and then just think in what you want to say, and then get your AI voice to say the thing, and then everybody can still hear you, even though your tongue's busy.
Well, see, I suggested that to Mr. Robot, and he didn't like it. He said he had a good voice. So he likes his voice, but...
Your same voice?
Yeah.
You clone your voice? Oh, you mean he wants to use his voice in his voice box?
Right. Well, what it was is he wants to do like a documentary format, but he keeps saying words like and everything in between. Well, I told him what you do, since he's always into AI, go in there and have the AI recognize his voice, and then he can just put the words in like a narration, and it would say it in his voice. And he's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I like the way I read and everything. I'm like, well, dude, I was just saying it because you said you didn't want those words. Like,
Yeah.
know. So.
Well, do you know what I do? I take mine. I take the things that I've recorded, the interviews that I've recorded, or whatever, and then I stick them in my Premiere Pro, and it's got an auto transcribe, and it transcribes everything that has been said in the interview, and then I just click on delete filler words, and it deletes all the ums and ers and everything just out, just takes them all out.
That sucks. Now I'm gonna have to figure out how to freaking get Premiere Prime. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to find something that could capture my words, edit it, and then do all that, because I've been doing my narrations by hand, doing it manually. And that would actually be useful for me. Which reminds me, it was funny because John went on my channel and he was listening to some of my videos, and he goes, "I don't think that's your video. It had this weird woman with a foreign accent." And I go, "No, that was my video, John." It's a narration that I did. He did, though. He thought he was on the wrong channel, didn't you, John? Yeah.
When you used to say about keyboards, I don't know if you were on Fruit Lab when I did it, when it happened. I actually won a keyboard on Fruit Lab. £250 worth of keyboard. I won it on there. I never win anything, but I happened to win it that particular day. And it's, I don't know why it's worth £250, but that's the money it is. It's, you know, it's a nice keyboard, but nothing amazing about it. But it's customizable. You can change keys. You got loads of you can change the lights on it. You can change. You got shortcuts all over it and all that sort of stuff. But I don't know. But apparently it's worth £250. So there we go. It's the only time I think I've ever won anything in my life.
That's cool. The lights, is it the neon light setup where like they blink on and off and things like that?
Yeah, you got them. You got like matrix lights on it. You got all sorts of lights in it. Yeah. There's a clock on it.
Oh, that's
a
cool.
picture of my dog on it. There's loads of stuff on it. You know, shortcuts for Steam, shortcuts for Facebook. You know, whatever you want. You know, stuff like that on it. The number keys you can take off and put them back on if you want to. You then to change. You can move out on the left, out on the right. The keys are supposed to be. It's a mechanical keyboard as well, but there we go. I don't really know much more about it than that.
That's actually pretty cool. That really is.
Yeah, I had a shock. I was talking in chat on Fruit Lab saying that I've been on a short list to be a partner, and someone said, "Oh, so you might be a partner soon, on you on a keyboard the same day?" And I said, "What are you on about?" And that's when I found that I won it. I thought, "Oh, okay." And so there we go.
Lucky.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Now, see, my son had those, and that's how he knew his computer was going out, because, like, whenever the CPU started blowing on him, freaking the keyboard would start blinking and shit, and, like, blink on and off, and that's how he knew it was happening. Like, with mine, I don't have the blinking keyboard anymore, so we got this, just a regular black one. And if it was on there, then whenever something was wrong with the computer, it would start blinking. So that's the one thing I really miss about them. But I can see why that was worth $250. I mean, you got everything right there on your keyboard. Next.
If it made me tea as well, I'd be delighted. You know, click a button, tea.
That's kind of what I was thinking. You know, coffee, good coffee maker.
Machine, yeah, tap on it.
Tea maker, stuff like that. My niece, I think, gave my mom and dad a tea maker, and it's sitting up on the table. And I figured I'd share it with this because I know you like tea, but I seen it on there and I was like, "Hey man, that's cool." And everybody's like, "Yeah, Samantha got it for your grandma." And then I was like, "That's no, I was like, for mom, and like, she doesn't like coffee. And I was like, that's a good coffee warmer and everything. And they go, that's not a coffee warmer. That's freaking a tea maker. I was like, oh wow, that's useless. I was like, it's not even worth anything to me. It's not a coffee maker. It's just for tea.
Oh, Americans and their coffee.
Well, tea has to be made on the stove. That's just the number one rule for anybody who's a dignified tea drinker. You have to cook that stuff on the stove. You don't put it inside something that's like a coffee maker, and you know what I mean. Come on. I mean, have you ever done the tea thing on a tea maker?
I've never seen a tea maker. I didn't know there was such a thing, Roger, to be honest.
I didn't either, not until then. I was like, that's kind of disturbing, you know, because everybody I've ever known has always made their tea on the stove, at least with a tea kettle.
Yeah, my mother had a tea maker years ago. It never worked very well, but she did have one. It had a clock and I remember that was a clock and fillable like teapot or kettle, like I don't know, something like that. I remember it, but I never used it.
It just seems
But,
weird.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem right. Like, you know, I'm
But
go ahead. I was.
I was gonna say, have you seen these coffee pot? They got them in the UK. These coffee pod things, little tiny little things, and you put them in there, and they make tiny little
Yeah.
little cups of coffee. They're miniature cups of coffee. I don't know what they call them. As I got them over with you, but I just think, well, if I wanted to drink coffee, I'd want more than that. You know what I mean? It's just ridiculous. Tiny little cups, tiny little amounts.
Espresso shot glassy. Yeah.
Is
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
They-
Seen that.
I pick on my nephew because he drinks that stuff. I call him sissy coffee. That's the sissy coffees, because like freaking they're like little bitty tabs. You put them in there and it makes one cup. And I actually tried them. They are pretty strong, so I was kind of wrong about it, but they're more expensive than if you just go out and get your own coffee. You know, what I mean, go out and get you a big container of coffee to where you can make a full pot, and you're like saving 5 times the amount than what you would. They come in boxes, and then you stick it up in the top, you push it down, and they take a cup of water and put it in there, and it fills up the cup for you. And that'll cost you about $7 for a box of them here in the United States. $7 is like $20 to freaking you guys over in England. So
Yeah. Well, you know, we were talking about 2024 and AI and all the things that are coming and everything. I saw an article about an artificial womb.
wow.
So, like, you know how if a baby's born prematurely or something, now they put it in an incubator.
Uh-huh.
Now they've got like this. It's not going to be an incubator. It's not going to be a box. It's like a bag, like that's got. You know how when you vacuum seal a bag
Mm-hmm.
with like vegetables or whatever for the freezer. This is like I saw a sheep inside one of these, a baby sheep, and it's sort of like vacuum sealed in this bag with the like tubes going in to make the liquid flow around it while it finished maturing. Isn't that amazing?
It's kind of disturbing. I mean, I guess it's amazing, but I mean, that's kind of disturbing. I don't know. Like, it's kind
Have you
of.
seen The Matrix?
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking that one vampire movie, too, where they had the humans inside the bags and they were feeding on them. I forgot the name of it.
Ew.
They-
Ew.
Vampires took over the planet, and like, you know how we run around doing our business, everyday business, it was the opposite. It was the vampires now that controlled the earth, and humans were on the run, hiding away from the vampires. So it ended up being like that.
Interesting.
I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't
That
know.
one.
And I think Blade had it on there too, where there was like inventories of humans that were inside of bags, and they would frickin' bleed them out. And they had their frickin' blood suppositories to where the vampires could come and drink the blood without having to go out and drink straight from the human. Like,
Yeah. I
you ever-
don't watch many of those movies.
you ever watch Blade?
Yeah, I know Blade.
I think so.
Blade was
First-
the
First and second was good. The third one was awful.
yeah, I know. That third one was just that was
Ugh.
bad. It was more
Train
aimed.
wreck.
It was aimed more towards the kids than it was like
Yeah.
it was more trendy, I should say.
But like Blade, the first disco scene, I think it was when he went in and he was kind of, oh, that was just like, and the music, it was just like, oh wow, this is cool. You
Yeah.
know, really like that.
I am keeping an eye on the chat too, so you guys know. I figured out how to do it with because the Discord has that pop out, so I was able to use the pop out to where we can have the stream going, and then I can keep an eye on the chat. So if anybody does say something,
Oh, that's what the pop out is it? I didn't realise that. I
it's
saw the pop out. I didn't know what it was for.
it was new to me. I've never seen it before. I mean, this is the first time I've seen it, and it's actually cleaner than what the regular one is. Like we don't have any of that sidebar stuff. If you notice,
Yeah.
it's completely freaking you guys, and I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, I see.
It's really nice.
I'm doing it now. Yeah, no one's talking on the chat today.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing, because that means we don't have to answer nothing.
Oh, yeah, I was interested in what you were saying about your Q&A, John. Are you
Yeah.
thinking of changing the Q&A into a team Q&A? Did you see that
Well-
message, Roger?
Yeah, I did. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think it's the best because it's it's a team now, isn't it? You know, it's not like there's just one person like running it. We're like a team doing it now. It's you know, a group of us, and it just didn't seem the same. Just to me, like being a figurehead and answering the questions. I think, well, it's not just about me anymore. You know what I mean? I'll be answering as well, but I mean, I just think it's more better if we all did it. I just feels more right, you know. That's to me anyway.
And like you said too, though, it's a better way of everybody getting to know each other and getting
Yeah.
more comfortable with one another, stuff like that. So
They also said on Discord, oh, I got echo, is it me? Hang on.
it could be
Check.
me.
I think we should sort of make some sort of video, let people know what's going on, because there's been a few changes, like with seeing different programs, like not this one. This one was there before, but like the Into the Abyss, the Summer Show, and Duality, different shows. Tell them about what's going on and the new shows that's come in with me and stuff as well. And also the fact that we're archiving the videos, because some people get confused about that. They don't know what's going on because they're seeing the same thing like twice in a week and they don't understand. So I've had to tell a few people. So just maybe I think good if we did something so they sort of knew what was going on and they get used to the system, and then it should be all good, you know. That's the only thing I think. Because people don't like change, you know.
I was kind of thinking that too, when like setting up an outline to where freaking like you can go on and do the video since everybody's familiar with your face, and then like go through and say these are the changes that are taking place.
Yeah.
You know, and like tell them that this is new content, but and like now you'd have to kind of coach me on it, on some of the stuff that you had to do to find the content you did before with like the scary stuff and everything, but I can do it for you. You just have to kind of like give me tips on what to do, where to go to get it, stuff like that. But I think somebody really does need to be still doing that, because your fan base really loves that stuff. Okay, and I understand that you don't want to do it, but
Yeah.
and I'm willing to do it, but I just need to kind of know where to go, how to do it.
Yeah, I'll help you out anyway that way. But I will just say, it's going to take a lot of your time to do it.
I know.
It used to take me like about. I could be looking at 8 hours of videos a day, just to find like maybe 5 minutes of videos for one video.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I could maybe in the next hour, I could find all the clips I need. You think, oh, brilliant, got everything. But you sometimes could be going 2-3 days of looking at videos all throughout the day, and you don't even find enough to make a video. So that's part of the reason why I used to get so frustrated at it as well, because it was so hard, so time consuming. And like obviously for different reasons now I can't do it anyway. But that's just saying, if you start it, it's going to take a lot of your time. And that's the only thing. But I will help anyway I can. Yeah, I'm not. We don't have Julian for the music either now anymore. That's again, the videos had his music, so I don't have that option anymore. He doesn't make music anymore. He doesn't have time to.
Well, we've got an advantage there, because like if you can't forget Mr. Robot. You know what I mean? He loves doing that AI music, and like he does do a really good job of it. And then I found out
he does. Yeah.
Then
He could. Yeah.
Go
Could
ahead.
do that. No, it's a good idea. It's just saying. Like when I was doing it before, I was turning out almost like a video a day, and I don't know how the hell back then there was so much content. It was easy to do. It was very easy to do then, because there was loads of content. And as time gone on, and you use almost every clip on the internet, then it started to get hard, because you have to look for it further. That's hence why it was taking me so long towards the end to find stuff.
So
but then again, what
I've heard people do is that they go back over their old content and they remix it, and they take a bit of this video and then go to it, and so like you have finished all the content, but you've also made yourself this really concise library of your own content. So then you go back to your content, which is like the summary of all the content, and you refine your content and like raise the level.
That would work.
Yeah.
Cutting it down, and shorts, man. Shorts are the thing. 1 minute soundbite.
I also came up with an idea on it too, like reaction videos. I've been talking to some of the gaming community about doing a project called Ghost vs. Gamers, and having some of the people that we know on Discord that does the gaming sit back and watch some of John's freaking scary videos and see what their reactions are.
Your reaction.
Be a good idea.
Yeah.
That could really work. Yeah. There's one guy actually did reaction videos to my videos a long time ago. I can't remember his name now, and I actually saw some of them and they were hilarious. He was like freaking out almost at the intro when he first watched. He was like, "What the hell?" I love it. It was really funny, But
Cool.
no idea if he's still doing it. That was years ago. I really don't know about him, but it was funny.
No,
Especially if they watch it the first time, and it's like what the hell,
Yeah.
Mm.
I've contacted Darker Things. He said that he'd be willing to host it, so that we'd have him as a good host for it, because he likes to do all that stuff, and he's wanting to get into the cryptid stuff as well. So
Yeah.
I think
Well, did you see Mr. Robot's message earlier today?
yeah.
And he said, "Bring me into some of your chats, guys. I'm missing you."
Well, he
Maybe
needs
he
to.
would do a reaction. Would he? I mean, how's he? You said that he's really cool with with all the sorts of things that he comes up with on shows. Would he be good at doing reaction to ghosts?
The thing is he's so used to ghosts and UFOs. And we want to get people that are freaking not used to ghosts and UFOs, like gamers, people that play video games. They have no tolerance for cringe, okay, at all.
Yeah.
So
sure, cool as well. If you had girl gamers who were scream queens watching it, that'd be quite funny.
yeah, like
That would be.
it would be. And then like we've got I hang out with Matt and Matt, aka Linda, and his sister. She's one of the funniest little girls I've ever seen on those gaming things. Okay, and like she says that her and her brother always watch like scary videos and stuff. So what I want to do is I want to get them with Rapid on there to do a reaction video, because Rapid is just a big old sissy in the first place. So if he sees that stuff, he's probably gonna flip out.
Yeah.
You know. So
Roger, are you suggesting that you do a reaction series and you make new ones, new videos, new spooky videos?
Well, it's like John said. I mean, I'm gonna have to take that into consideration, because if it really is hard to find new content, then maybe do both of them, but not like to get together at the same time. Like whenever I'm hard up for finding new content, we can do a reaction video maybe.
Yes.
Or a few
Can we
reactions.
generate our own content with AI? Can we generate our own spooky content?
Well, you don't really want to use AI when it comes to UFOs and aliens. You will get so much bad feedback. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, I
because
see.
when they see UFOs on a video, they don't want it to be AI and stuff. You know what I mean? It's like if they find
So
out,
it's more like a documentary. Understand? Sorry, yeah.
they will flip out. You'll hear like so much bad feedback from that, man. They will comment.
Right.
That's
I
kind of
understand.
that's kind of like the Minecrafters thing I said. You know what I mean? Like you go on Minecraft with a crappy video, and they'll sit there and they'll yell at you over freaking the resolution and stuff. No, you turn around and you come up with a video that's been manufactured to a bunch of people who are watching things about UFOs, and they will go off the chain on you. I mean, they'll literally explode. So
Yeah, I was thinking more about science fiction, sorry, rather than UFOs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I used to get so much grief because some of the stuff of mine wasn't genuine. Because I always posted, it always been in the YouTube license thing, entertainment, because that's why I was making the videos, to entertain. And obviously I tried to have some original stuff in it as best I could, but there's no way you can fill 10 minutes of video every couple of days where I was making videos with original stuff. It's almost impossible. So you have to fill the video up, and then you people, oh, that's fake. Oh, it used to get me wound up so much. I used to put disclaimers, and they wouldn't have it, and oh, it's just got me down so much. I don't miss it at all, to be honest. I really don't miss it. Fair enough, I built my channel up, and I appreciate that. I met a lot of nice people, but it's not a world I really want to go back to be honest. I won't be going back to it, to be honest. I'd help out, whatever, but I can't go back to it myself. I can't do it. It just took too much of my life up, just...
But see, that's what I was saying. I can do it for you because I don't have a life. I'm just a big old loser who loves your channel. And
but there's things that it would be hard for me to sort of teach, like, because stuff like, as you went on, there were certain people you got to know, you think, oh, stay away from them, you'll get a copyright strike, and some material that I deleted that you might go and use again, and I said no, don't use that, because you'll get a it's a lot of stuff. It's a big Pandora's box once you stop. Once you start, it's you've got to be really careful, and it can cause a lot of stress. So we warn you, it can. Good for the channel, maybe, yeah, if you can do it. Don't get me wrong, because that's what people want to see. I'm not disputing that, but
Yeah. Try
it's
to stay.
yeah,
See, and that's the thing too. We'd have to filter through and find out which ones is potential copyright infringement, because there's two of them so far that I found that were in the library that I had to pull off there. And I knew about them before, back whenever I asked you if I could use some of your videos off Odyssey. And I was taking and doing the clips and, trying to see with Blender, all the short clips. Now, to see if there's like maybe some kind of alteration in the videos. And there were two of them that I freaking found on back then. But even with them, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, man, I mean, that's pretty screwed up. If you're freaking doing video about UFOs and aliens, why the hell are you getting a copyright? Why are you copywriting it? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this person posted it up as a real freaking, like, monster or ghost, I think is what it was. She was walking around with a phone, and she thought that it was so important that she had it copywritten. You know what I mean? I'm like, are you serious, dude? I mean, and people are doing that crap. I mean, it's just freaking.
yeah. And some are like, I can't think of the names of them now. I seen them. You see them on YouTube, but I can't. I don't watch videos on YouTube very often. There's some like companies that they want people to send videos to them and stuff like that. And if they do, and if you use one of their clips, they're down on you like a sack of spuds. They really are. It's a minefield. Honestly, it is a minefield.
Yeah.
But there we go. We can discuss that again. So you just got to be careful if you start it. Because you get 3 copyright strikes. If it happens, you get 3 copyright strikes together, your channel's gone. This is all gone. Say goodbye to it. So, you've got to be very careful. Whereas the stuff we're doing like this is all original material. Into the Abyss is all original material. Everything's all original. It's all us, all the people that are involved. It's their material,
Mm-hmm.
Whereas you go back the old route. Well, you've got to be careful. It's Pandora's box.
That kind of helps me out on it too, because then, like, I've already gone through the library and cleared out everything that it's been muted off the videos, the stuff that was copywritten, so it's all clean. Now, that right there would be a good idea, to just use those for freaking reaction videos and just don't worry about coming out with new ones and focus on reaction videos.
Yeah.
Because
yeah, I think that'd be good. People like stuff like that. I think it's a good idea. I've always thought about going into it myself. Reaction videos ages ago, with other things. Not with my videos, but other stuff years ago. I did think about it, but I never did.
And Austin's been reaching out to me in the last couple days, and we might be doing a video series together with when it comes to his experiences and everything. So we'll put that up on there and get that going, and that'll bring a little bit of the paranormal elements and stuff into it. We've already got Summer Todd started up, and she did really good on hers.
Yeah.
So
is her show weekly? Is it weekly with Summer?
Summer is going to be doing more of them, but like right now it's a scheduling thing. I think that's something that we need to think about too. Like, doing a regular scheduled videos is okay for people who are okay with it, but like, we need to kind of fill it out to where like how I'm doing mine is, if we can get people who are interested into coming on and doing Into the Abyss, then we can come up with a panel, and then we can go from there and set up a date, and I think on a lot of these, that's what we need to do. But so, because Like,
I think
Like-
from the stats that I've looked so far, that seems to be the most popular of the new shows so far, of any of the shows we're doing so far. I think.
you know what it
I
is,
think it
don't
is.
you? That's all SEO. You know what that is, don't you?
What?
Abyss.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Find any reason, any way that you can put the word abyss into your title, and it'll freaking be a smash. That's
Yeah, it is. Honestly, you've done this. That's we looked at it. It definitely is doing well. That first episode anyway did really well.
that's my favorite word now. Abyss.
There's one more thing I'll say. You know, on Home and Away from YouTube, Doug set up that thing, the channel listing, analyst thing.
Uh-huh.
If you look at Wonderful World of Weirdness on there, it says on there about the analyst thing, something about some of the shows need like more description, better description, because people don't know what they're about. And I do think we need to do that. If we're going to be doing shows regular, we need to have some descriptions for them. Even if it's a set description we use each time, even, so people know. Because Jackie emailed me and said to me as well that she said she didn't like when she first saw this program last week. She didn't know what it was about. She didn't have a clue, no idea at all what it was about. Just sort of stream starting, she went on it. Didn't know. It doesn't have to be the topic we're sharing, because it varies from week to week. But it could be like a general description about what the whole show is about. I think we need to do that for all of the shows that we've got set for now and in the future. We need to sort some, because just for people to know what's going on, if it's for, to know, because otherwise it's like, well, it's hit and miss of them, isn't it? Because they just don't know, So I think we need to look into that for sure, in some form or other. Yeah, to have like a typical description for each of the shows we do, just to give people an idea. And as I say, we can use it every week. We don't have to rewrite it every week. Just use it every week, copy and paste it, just so that we know it. I think we should look into that.
No, we can do a default in the settings too, where we can do a default comment thing on there if we want to do it that route. But that right there means that we would have to change the default for every single time that we do.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. No, I just have it like in a notepad, copy and paste it, boom, job done. For each show we do, that's what I would do. I think maybe something like that. I don't know.
When you
That's what I do in
upload,
my videos. Is I just copy and paste all the stuff. Sorry.
sorry, John, when you upload a video on YouTube, it gives you the option there to reuse the details of another video that you've used before.
Yeah.
So you
I didn't know that. I didn't even
use details and then go to that old video and then just choose what you want, the description, the copyright, yeah.
Maybe we could even do it then on the archives then. Once you've done the descriptions, just when you do the next archive, just do it like that, and it saves having to write it out each time. If it's a bit awkward to do for streams, we
Now,
could do a stream for the archives. It would be good. At least it'd be written down then, wouldn't it? They know then.
with the live streams, we could do that and then have it set up with a good description, and then after the live stream comes on, whenever freaking I go in to do the archive with the edits and everything, I can just copy off of the live stream, put it right into the upload. All I'd have to do is open an extra tab. It's, you know what I mean? It's not like it's
Yeah.
crazy science and stuff. So
Yeah.
it can be done. So
Yeah, I'm just getting feedback from what people, because I've answered a few. You've probably seen it yourself. Asked a few questions and I've had to answer. It's the same with airing, premiering the archives as well. Some people think because you've got like live chat on that as well, it's just the same as chat like on this.
mm-hmm.
And some people like commenting to us as if they think we're actually still live, and it's like, no, this is a repeat. It's like, oh no, I'll click
Don't say
on that
nothing,
as well.
Jim.
It's
Don't-
like,
don't-
no.
Don't say
I
nothing.
think, oh, you're ignoring me now. I said, no, we're not live now.
Just
you know?
just whenever they start premiering, man, you know, if you want to go on there and
I
respond
do
to
sometimes,
their-
but I don't always, not always around. You know,
it's
I
fine.
think Bob did one as well.
Now,
A duality one. I think Bob was on for that one.
whenever I
Can
have
you
a
do that?
chance, I'll go in there and check, you know. But usually, every time I go in there and check on the premieres, nobody's ever there. So
Yeah.
it's like but yeah, I've been trying to keep up. But don't worry about all that. If they're premiering, man, get on the chat and have a conversation with them. You know.
I have to. One video, Into the Abyss, I spent the whole chat talking with Jackie about trying to help sort of Discord out. And it was like, and then once the debt premiere ends, all that chat was gone because it's like, oh, it's not like live chat; it doesn't come back; it's gone then.
Yeah.
So
That's another thing too. Like on the questions and answers, a lot of that stuff that we got, especially from Jackie, we need to bring up too and have part of the
Yeah.
conversation too, because
you
I
have to
think
remember, yeah, get
I
that.
think that's important. You know what I mean? And particularly everybody's comments, if they have something that they want feedback from, that would be a perfect time to bring it up and everybody can discuss it, you know? That'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Would be cool.
Uh,
So cool.
Be kind of like they'd be involved as well as all of us being together, you know? And that'd be kind of cool. To keep track of the
Yeah.
comments.
Yes.
I think if people get to like communicate with us better, like you say through chat and stuff like that, it's it's nice for them because it's like they feel like we're identifying with them or whatever they're talking about, what have you, and we're sharing our experiences with them and sharing them they're sharing theirs with us. It's good two-way. It's nice for everybody. It's good. It's good for the channel. It's good for everything all round. You know.
Mm-hmm.
If you've got some good level of communication between your people that are watching you and your viewers and stuff, I think it's good anyway. It's healthy. You can do that far more with live streams and even videos, because videos you comment, yeah, but it's just like somebody could comment at 12 o'clock and you might not see the answer. You might not see it till 3 o'clock and you reply. And they may not ever see a reply because they won't go back on it, you know. Whereas a live chat, you're actually talking in real time, and it's like, it's cool, it's good.
Yeah.
And so I think it's a good. That's good. I never really did it that much because my internet was never that good before, but like now it's better. I haven't got around to starting it until we started these shows. So
Now we've come to 1 hour and 2 minutes. So, Bob Dub, you wanna say some pretty cool stuff to everybody before we leave, since you've been so quiet?
Well, I have got one cool thing to say, and that is that I have restarted my Minds Boost feed live stream on YouTube, which is basically just an advertising of what sort of posts are happening over at Minds, and an invitation for anybody who's interested in having an open source free speech platform to, go on over to Minds and give it a go, because, I mean, it's not everybody's cup of tea, but some people are looking for that sort of content, and it is there. And so that's been a project that I've been working on with a little group. It's a community-driven project in Minds.com. And yesterday and today, I set up all our schedules of all our live streams. And at the moment, between the three of us, we're doing 11 live streams a week.
Awesome.
So we've got a slideshow there on my Boost feed showing all of our, and I hope that as we add more shows, I'll add more things to the slideshow. And so it will become like a little advertising tool for us, and maybe even a reference tool if we want to sort of, quickly figure out. And it's got an awesome playlist. It's got an awesome playlist if anybody just wants a couple of hours of music. So yes, so there we go. Thank you, Roger. That's my little splurge.
There we go. We got it all. We got it all out there, and I wanted to say we did another excellent freaking episode of Old Men Talking, where we actually were talking. You know what I mean? There was no topic. It was just we were kicking back and talking and having a good time. with Bob Dub especially. That's the cool part. So we
Thank you.
are going to go ahead and end this, and I want to say thank you guys for freaking showing up. This was great. So let's
Thank you.
Thank you.
It was great.
And you
It's
guys,
still, yeah, still on.
right on. Let me
Yeah.
go ahead.
Oh,